What's going on? What's going on, man? Another beautiful day to be free, to be out here in the free world taking care of business, man. Remember, the game is set up for us to lose, not to win. The game is set up for us to lose, not to win. And also, if you got somebody doing time behind them walls, man, don't hesitate to send them a copy of Street Elements magazine. The #1 magazine publication in the nation, hands down. Hands down. Believe that. The #1 publication in the nation. It is what it is. Man, this story right here, man, is about how I almost got knocked off one night. If I would have went over there that night, I would have had a life sentence. And I'm going to show you how the universe works. If I did what I was supposed to do that night, I would have had a life sentence. And this how sometimes the universe intervene when you favor. It intervene for you. So one particular night, it was like during the time. You remember when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers played the Indiana Colts and Keyshawn Johnson talking all that shit on the sideline, and the Bucs was up, and then the Colts came back and whooped them in Tampa Bay. It would happen that night. I can remember it happened that night because that's what was going on. I fell asleep on the game. Halftime, I fell asleep. But anyway, one of my homies, he out now, Booty, that's what we call him. He had called me earlier that day. He said, "Hey man, look at here. I'm out. I got your money. Man, I need to get some more work." And I was like, okay. I said, "This what I'm gonna do." I say, I'll be over there in a minute. I said, in a few hours, I'll be over there, right? And what I was gonna do, I was gonna take about the whole round over there, and I was gonna prepare for him and break him off and let him do his thing, and I was gonna go about my business. But this is what happened. He called me, and I'm looking at the football game. Guess what happened? I go to sleep. Yeah, man, I go to sleep. I fall asleep. Probably smoking that good reefer. At the time when I went to sleep. I go to sleep, and I get a phone call. My phone rang. Bring, 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 bring. I look. I said, oh, shit. Hello? They said, man, hey, the police at Booty House. I said, what? They said, yeah, the police, they got somebody, they gonna get a search warrant to come search his house. Now remember, he stay in a duplex on the second floor. He on the second floor of a duplex. I was supposed to be over there that night. I was supposed to be there. If I would have went there, then people would have came there and caught us in a bad situation. Put it to you like that. They would have caught us in a bad situation. And who showed up at his door? DEA agent Kevin McLaughlin. That's who showed up his door. That's who showed up at the door that night. It was a DEA agent in our city that was causing havoc around. And he was knocking off everybody. He knocked off, what the dude name, man? He knocked off Wee Wee. He knocked off Jit. He knocked off, damn dark-skinned nigga name, man. Black Pop. Man, that's his name. Then they knocked him off, man. He knocked so many guys off around here, man. It was a shame, man. I mean, he was just causing havoc. His name was Kevin McLaughlin. And he was a DEA agent. His whole thing was to knock off all the players in the city at that time, you know. So, anyway, when I got the call and I thought about it, I said, well, damn. Whoever my partner was talking to, he must have told him that he was going to have it that night. And then people showed up over there that same night. Because this is how it went down. I don't want to forget nothing. So when I got the call, I'm blowed. I'm happy that I'm not over there, but I really want to know who the fuck was finna set us up. I'm thinking everything cool, but I know he don't have nothing. because I was supposed to be over there. The work was supposed to be in the house. Because one of the things he kept telling me was that the DEA agent said, man, hold on. Where's that? It's supposed to be bricks in here. Yeah, it's supposed to be bricks in here. I think the only thing they found in the house was maybe like a half ounce of crack. And they weren't happy with that. In their eyes, it was supposed to be a couple of bricks over there, and that's what they came for. But it wasn't. So anyway, when I got that call, I went ahead and rolled by there. And when I rolled by his spot, I seen something that looked familiar to me. I seen a burgundy Malibu. I like, oh shit. I done seen that car before. That was the same car that was following them the other day when they had that accident in the neighborhood. See, a couple of days, maybe like 2 days before that incident, my partner was coming through the neighborhood and he had an accident in the neighborhood. When he had that accident, it was him and my other partner, Leroy. When they had that accident in the neighborhood, somebody said, yeah, man, oh yeah, both of them just had an accident around there. I said, let me go check out and see what's going on. So when I go drive right out to the accident, I'm just sitting there analyzing what's going on. I started paying attention. A lot of undercover cars started pulling up to the accident. Now, in my mind, I was like, well, why is Vice? I'm thinking it's Vice. Vice is the Tampa Police Department quad squad, or anybody that's working with the Tampa Police Department that's fighting drugs. They little division that, setting guys up, hitting the dope corners and shit like that at the time. That's what I'm thinking it is. So I'm watching the scene from the side and I'm looking. I see one car pull up. I see a Honda Accord pull up. I see a Maximum pull up. I see a Burgundy Malibu pull up. Now when this Burgundy Malibu pull up, this guy hops out, white guy, short guy, kind of white, kind of short guy, and he had red like spike hair. And I'm watching, I'm seeing him move across and he walking directly to the car where the accident was at. And the thing that stuck out to me, he had a gold badge on. When I seen that gold badge, I said, man, he look a little different than regular police officers. I said, they look a little different. They don't look like regular police officers. They look like, I don't know who the hell that is, but I just said it don't look right. But the thing that stuck out to me, they went straight to the car and searched the car. They searched the car. Now, at this time, my buddy's in the ambulance and the other one is gone. So it's really nobody there in the car, but they went straight to the car and searched the car. And I'm looking at them. And I'm saying to myself, why would they do something like that? Not thinking nothing of it, but I was just curious, why would they go straight to the car that he was driving? It didn't dawn on me until that night I got that call. See, that night I got that call and I went over there to his house and seen what was going on. I said, damn, they were following him. I said, them the same people that was following him the other day. And he didn't even know it. That's how these people play, man. These people will follow you. So I say, damn. I say, somebody already been working on him. He didn't know this. See, the Fed was already on to him. They was already on to him. Somebody had already put the feds on him. And I guess he must have told him that night, hey, man, I'm going to have this work tonight. He probably said, hey, yeah, my buddy going to come around here and bring it. I don't know what he did. But anyway, they knew that he was supposed to have it that night. And I was supposed to be in the house with him. Good thing I wasn't. Good thing I wasn't. Because if I was in the house with him, I'd probably have a life sentence. I probably won't be here right now talking to you today, being able to shoot this video. And I probably won't have the #1 magazine in the nation if I'd have went over there that night on everything I love. It is what it is. So I rode by there and I seen the cars and I put 2 and 2 together. I said, man, nah, he was being followed. Somebody was already working on him. So when he went to jail and bonded out, we were trying to figure out, man, who have you been talking to or who have you been dealing with for them to come to your house? Because some of the things that he said to me, it didn't make no sense. For one, he said he was in the house, got a knock at his door. He said when he went to the door, he said, who is it? He said, Hillsborough County Sheriff Department. So when he said the Hillsborough County Sheriff Department, he know he don't have no, he ain't doing nothing wrong. It ain't nothing real in the house. And I think they was watching the game too, probably had a little reefer smoke in the house, whatever. So when he said he opened the door, He see the sheriff office, but he see right behind him. That's when the DA agent pop up. And he said this guy had a robe on, like he got up out his bed to come over here and do this bust. So he said, the guy said, man, hey man, how you doing? You know who I am? And he's like, no. He said, my name is Kevin McLaughlin. I'm with the DEA, and we have suspicion to believe that there's drugs inside of your apartment. Could we come in to search? He said, no. Well, the sheriff office said, well, I smell marijuana. I'm gonna have to get a warrant to search your house. And he said, well, go ahead and do what you need to do. So at that point, my buddy, Booty, he went ahead and called his attorney. And his attorney said, well, make him go ahead and get the search warrant. When the guy said, well, you're going to make it do it the easy way or the hard way? He said, you're going to have to do it the hard way. So they sat there for hours to get the search warrant. After they was able to get the search warrant, they went ahead and searched his house. And that's when they found the little half ounce that he had in the safe. They was not happy with that. Believe me, they was not happy with that half ounce. They wanted more. They wanted more. They was like, hey man, we know you got more in here. We already heard you KC lieutenant, and we know it's supposed to be bricks over here. They were expecting for some bricks to be over there, but it wasn't. You know, it wasn't. And that was what they was angry about. But that whole time they had him in there, this is what the DE agent was running down to him. He was like, hey man, look at here. Hey, listen, we know you Kevin Lieutenant. And he pulled out his album that he had, this album that I hadn't heard about, and he was just going through. He had all the players that he used to call that, all the dope boys that he had that he was going to knock off in Tampa. He was going through. He said, wee. He said, yeah, wee. We're going to make sure wee get 30 years because he playing with us. He said, oh, yeah, Tony Johnson, yeah, we're going to knock him off. We don't give a fuck about he works with Detective Mormon. He's selling drugs. So in our eyes, he's breaking the law. We're going to lock his ass up. So they didn't give a damn if you was a snitch or whatever. They was going to lock your ass up. And he was just going through his list, talking about everybody that was actively involved selling drugs in our city. Now, this is how these people do. This is why it's important for you to know this. These people know who's who because you got people in the streets telling them who's who. Who's doing this, who's doing that, who's moving this, who's moving that. That's why you have to be very, very careful out here in the streets, man. You know? But that one particular night, that me being lazy and getting tired saved my life. Because I swear, if I'd have been over there that night, I'd probably have a life sentence. A life sentence. Me and him both probably have a life sentence from that one night if I would have made the mistake of going over there that night. So that's how I say the universe sometimes looks out for you when you blessed. So when you have a situation like that and you see you got blessed, that's your sign to get the fuck out the way. That is your sign to say, man, I need to leave this shit alone. This shit can cost me my life and it ain't worth it. You see what I'm saying? So that's just one incident where I got spared. I got spared because I seen dudes in there with a life sentence and I don't want to have a life sentence for nothing like that. You feel me? So I'm just giving you guys some game. And I keep telling you guys stories, different stories. I'm going to tell y'all guys really about how I got knocked off with them 4 bricks. How that kind of like changed my life. And I'm going to give you guys some information on that racketeering case that I called at 99. That's like I'm saying, like Young Thug, I know what Young Thug is going through. He got a state racketeering case that he don't know who the hell going to come to court and tell on him. For real. And it's sad, but it's true. You know? So I'm going to go ahead and get off the video, man. I'm going to keeping the blood raw with you. That's what I like to do. Keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you order a copy of Street Elements magazine for your people. And if you're in the streets, man, find your way to get up out the game. Because remember, the game is set up for us to lose, not to win. Make it happen or you capping.